Hey friends, welcome back to this Homeschooling Naturopath. My name is Hannah and I'm a homeschooling mama of 3 little girls who are now 9, 8, and 5. We've had a birthday since I last filmed. On this channel, I share content related to homeschooling, homemaking, motherhood, as well as some naturopathic medicine advice and medicine making throughout some of my videos here. Today's video, I'm going to be taking you guys through my curriculum picks for the 2023 school year. So, before I get into it, I just want to put out a little disclaimer. So we live in New Zealand, if you guys didn't know that already. If this is the first time you're watching my channel, we are a New Zealand family, although I am American. We have lived in New Zealand all of my girls' lives. So our seasons down here in the Southern Hemisphere are opposite to you guys up in the North, and so therefore we are currently in winter time. So our school year actually starts at sort of the beginning of February. February all the way through till about mid-December is the months that we homeschool here in New Zealand, and that is because of course our summer is December, January, February. Those are our 3 summer months. So we are actually halfway through this school year already. However, I know that for you guys watching in the States, you are just about to step into back to school time. How exciting. What a fun time. I am so excited for all of you guys. I wish that we were stepping back into that because, you know, that fun, like that excitement of a new year is just so much fun. So I've shared a lot on here already of some of the curriculum that we use in our homeschool, but I thought I would do an updated individual subjects curriculum picks for you guys in the States who may be watching, you know, skimming through YouTube to find some homeschool curriculum ideas. So with all of that being said, let's get straight into the video for today. Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard. Alright, so this particular video is for my 9-year-old. Now, my 9-year-old will be turning 10 this year in October. She'll turn 10, so just a little bit of background context. So here in New Zealand, for her age, she is in year 5, what we call year 5, and that is equivalent to the 4th grade for you guys in the United States. So this video is 4th grade, year 5-ish, 9, 10-year-old stuff. Before I start showing you all of my curriculum picks, I want to just put out there that if you have a child who is 9 years old and you are looking at all of the stuff I'm about to show and you're thinking to yourself, oh my goodness, I'm not doing enough. Oh my goodness, how am I going to get all that done? How is my 9-year-old ever going to sit down and get through all of that work? If you're thinking those type of negative thoughts, please stop, because every 9-year-old is different. Please, please, please do not feel like that is something to, you know, be worried about or, you know, feel some type of negative way about, because every child is so different and so individual, and that is the beauty of homeschooling, is that you get to cater your baby's homeschool to your baby, and that is so amazing. So anyways, let's get into it. Now, first of all, for our family subjects that my 9-year-old will be joining in on, we do family subjects together, and our family subjects are science, history, and art history. So those are the 3 things we sit together and do in the mornings, typically before we break off and move into the girls' independent work. So for our family subjects this year, this school year, we are doing Story of the World Volume 2 for World History. We are loving this. We're already about halfway through, and it is just so rich and fruitful and amazing. Although I have to say I haven't liked Volume 2 as much as we did Volume 1. We did Volume 1 last year, and it was just, the best thing in the world. This one, not as interesting, but you know, we're gonna carry it on. I've also got the activity book that comes with it, and of course we do lots of arts and crafts and video watching and extra reading and all of that stuff to go along with our Story of the World. So highly recommend Story of the World as a world history curriculum. It is awesome. Next up for art history, and if you're thinking art history, why are your young children doing this? It's not as complicated as it sounds. For art history, I have chosen artists from Gather Around Homeschool. We've been doing this again for about 6 months now. Love it. Can't recommend it enough. We have had so much fun with this unit. We only do this once a week. Also, if I didn't mention, we do history 2 times a week, science, which I'll show you next, 2 times a week, and then this we do once a week on a Friday morning. And we honestly just read through it. We watch some videos, we'll have a chat about it, you know, we'll do some of the art if there's any art to be done, that type of thing, and it is just so fun. So it sounds like really complicated art history, but it's really not. So yes, that is art history. And then finally for science, well actually I don't really love science. I majored in a scientific, degree at university, but to be honest, I do really prefer history over science, but I love our curriculum for science. I have always, ever since we started homeschooling, I have always used Gather Around Homeschool for our science curriculum, and this year is no different. So I've only got 3 units here. Oops, someone's running down the hallway. Here they come, bursting in. Oh, here it is. Sorry about that. I do have children that live here also. I was saying I really like Gather Around Homeschool. Oh yeah, I was saying I only have 3 units to show you for the 2023 school year, because we've actually already done 2 units this year so far. We did Living Off the Land from Gather Around Homeschool this past term, and in term 1, when we started back in February, we did Oceans from Gather Around Homeschool. So we've already done those 2. Loved Living Off the Land, was so incredibly fruitful. My favorite unit that we've done so far. So highly recommend Living Off the Land. I'll put a little picture here. First science pick for the rest of this year, we're going to be doing chemistry from Gather Around Homeschool. I'm really excited about this. I actually sat my girls down and they each got to look through all of the science units that I had purchased, and they got to each have a vote for what unit we did first, and chemistry came out on top. So we are starting this next week actually, and we're all really excited about it. I've got all kinds of things printed, games, fun puzzles, craft. Oh, I just can't wait. So my 9-year-old will be doing chemistry next term, and then the other 2 units I've got for the rest of the school year and probably next year as well. Like I said, our school year will end in December and we'll start up again in February next year. So the next 2 units I have, which my 9-year-old, well, she'll be 10 by that time, but anyways, the next thing we'll be doing is earth science, and I cannot wait to get to earth science. We're all really excited about that one as well. And then finally, inventions and ideas from Gather Round. Love, can't wait. And also, if anyone's wondering, I've got Early Reader here printed out, and that's just because I didn't want to buy the whole family bundle, because we only use Gather Round specifically for its science content. I don't make all my girls do all of the book work that's in here. We just focus on the science specific pages. So I have found a happy medium for all my children at Early Reader. My 5-year-old can do some of this stuff. Of course, my 9-year-old can do this stuff, but also my 8-year-old can. This is sort of her level, so my older 2, well, no, my older 1 and my younger 1 just meet in the middle at Early Reader, and that way I don't have to spend so much money buying the whole family thing. Anyways, yes, so that is our science curriculum for my 9-year-old for the remainder of this school year. Now, as for Arabella's individual subjects, starting with language arts. She currently is doing the Good and the Beautiful Level 4 Language Arts program. She actually does this at the moment pretty much completely independently. I really don't have to help her at all, and it has been amazing. It has been amazing. We did not start the school year using this. I had a whole lot of other language arts curriculum that I was having her work through. She probably had like 4 or 5 different language arts things that she was having to do every day, and it was getting really exhausting, and she didn't like it and I didn't like it. And so we decided on this, and oh, it has been amazing. It's made my life so much easier that she can do this by herself. So the Good and Beautiful Language Arts Level 4 comes with the course book, and then the spelling and writing workshop book, as well as some readers. I haven't printed those out because it wouldn't look very nice, so she just does the readers on the Chromebook, and this has been fantastic. fantastic. We will definitely be continuing this. She has really, really been enjoying this as well, and she actually loves doing it independently without me. It's very fulfilling for her, and it's fantastic. You can see the joy in my face. We are thoroughly enjoying this curriculum. Next up for language arts, she has actually just completed this. This is the handwriting from The Good and the Beautiful level 4. She has just finished this book about 2 weeks ago. She completed it. It has been great, but we're not moving on to the level 5 just because she's not really interested in doing cursive writing anymore, and that's fair enough. So yeah, but this was a really great program. She did all of the other levels, and my other daughters are doing them as well. So if you're interested in a handwriting program, this is definitely amazing. Just my daughter doesn't want to learn cursive anymore, so that's where we're at with that. But she did finish it anyway. For math, my oldest daughter is currently still working on The Good and the Beautiful Math level 3. She has... oh, she's not got much longer left. She's not got much longer left. She doesn't have very many lessons left of this curriculum, and we will be moving on to the level 4 as soon as she's done with this. We love it. Again, now I was doing this with her every day. It wasn't a complete independent subject because I was sitting down teaching her the lesson up until recently when she started the language arts level 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. She decided that she could also just do her math independently, and she actually like storms through this. She has been working through this so much faster than when I was sitting down trying to explain everything to her. I'm not very good at math. I'm not a math person. Whereas she just grasps concepts very easily, you know, which is fantastic. Good for her. And so she's actually really enjoyed the independence of just, when it's independent time, she grabs her math, she grabs her language arts, and she sits down and she does it all. And all I have to do is mark it to make sure she's understood everything, and it has just been beautiful. I've thoroughly been enjoying this. So yeah, this is a wonderful math program. This is actually free, as well as the language arts level 4 from The Good and the Beautiful. It is all free to download as a PDF on their website, and so that is what I did. Again, we live in New Zealand, so the cost of shipping things down here is very expensive. I'd probably be looking at like 500 New Zealand dollars to buy the books and to get them shipped here. So yeah, the fact that these are free PDFs make it so much more readily available and so much more appealing for us down here in the Southern Hemisphere. But anyways, love this math. We'll be continuing on to the level 4. To go along with math, Arabella also does the Mindbenders. This is from the Critical Thinking Co., and this is the level 3. I have to say, this is getting really difficult now. She completed the level 1 and the level 2 last year. I think she did both of those levels, and this one is actually a lot harder. What are we? Kind of almost halfway, but these are quite hard puzzles. Her dad usually has to help her because I'm not very good at this type of thing either. But yeah, anyways, I do really like the logic stuff, and I do want to keep encouraging her to work through these puzzles, but it is also really hard when I am also lost and I have to look at the answers. But yeah, I do really like the puzzles for the younger levels, level 2 and level 1, and then I also have some kindergarten levels for my youngest daughter. The Critical Thinking Co. is amazing for logic stuff, but yeah, this is hard. This is pretty hard. However, she will be continuing it, so. And then finally, some extra independent stuff that my 9-year-old does. Currently, she is working through Growing Up with God from Gather Round Homeschool, and this is the level 1. I have found this so great. It is the perfect introduction to this type of thing, to the whole puberty talk. It is the perfect introduction for her age level. I'm really happy I went with the level 1 because it's exactly where she needs to be at this point. And yeah, so she's just been doing this once a week. Sometimes we'll read it together, sometimes she wants to read it herself, and then we just go over and talk about anything that she wants to talk about related to it. And yeah, this has actually been wonderful. So yeah, do recommend that also. And then another part of Arabella's independent work that we do once a week together currently is from Gather Around Homeschool. We are doing careers and trades, and she has got the early elementary level of the student notebook here, and then I've got my teacher's guide. We just do this once a week. We read through the lesson, we talk about it, we'll watch the videos, just her and I. And yeah, I chose this because last year her and I did the entrepreneurship from Gather Around Homeschool, just me and her, and she loved it, and she really thrived, and it was really nice having that one-on-one time, just her and I doing it. So I chose careers and trades for her this year. We're not very far into it, we're only up to lesson 3. It just goes through different careers and trades. You know, there's veterinarians, builders, doctors. That kind of goes through how you get into those careers, what they do every day, what it looks like, that type of thing. And yeah, this is awesome. She does really enjoy it. The main thing is that quality time, that quality time that her and I get together when doing it. So that is all of my 9-year-old's bookwork, I guess you can say. I've also got this here because along with all of this that she has been working through this year and will be continuing to work on, she has also been learning sign language online once a week on a Friday. She's been taking sign language courses and she's absolutely been loving it. And fun fact, New Zealand Sign Language is different to American Sign Language. So some of her extracurriculars for this year are rugby. My older 2 daughters play rugby. They train twice a week, and then they have a rugby game on a Saturday, and then also gymnastics. So that is all of the curriculum I have to show you guys for my 9-year-old. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Pop them down below and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you found some interesting info in this video, something that you can use in your homeschool. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard